Welcome back to our next video, releasing the shutter. What does this mean? It's basically just taking a picture, but this camera, because it's a little bit manual, it would have a couple of different things you need to do in order for you to be aware of how to with the steps to do in order for you to take a picture. It's not just, switch the on button and just start pressing the shutter button. It has a little things, as you can see. There's a cranking thing that you have to do all the time, and there's a couple of things that it needs to be set up, of course, and then you need to get used to this. So first of all, let's align this thing. The white button over here in the color, it has to go out all the way to the bottom, to the white. So you just turn it around like that, and now it's aligned there. If it's here, it will not shoot. If it's here, it will shoot no matter what. So right now it's not shooting. It's not taking many pictures. So what we're gonna do is to do a couple of things to be aware to be done before you can actually take the pictures. And obviously you shoot like this or like that. Alright, so first thing, that one. The second thing you need to be aware of is, if you're shooting film, you need to take out the dark slide. This is a very important step. You gotta take out this dark slide, or it will not let you shoot. It will still give you that error up here that, hey, this dark slide's not taken out. Third step, it will not shoot if it's on the middle button over here on the RM lever. It has, for just testing, just to get used to the camera, just put it on the M side of it, which will give you multiple exposures on the same frame, which we took out this, so it would probably not give us any problems to do it. So Mamiya is recommending this really to get used to these things before you put film on this, to just get used to putting the slide in, putting the slide out, and moving this to the center and stuff like that, and cranking, and just be aware of all this. You can practice a little bit before actually putting any film on this. So just become acquainted with the method of releasing the shutter before using actual film on the camera. Alright, I said it like 20 times, but it's important for you, because a lot of times, like, you want to shoot in I don't want you guys to be on a very important shoot or shooting something that you really want to get, and then just be like, just to lose the moment. So it's better if you have some time, get used to this stuff. So we're gonna put it on the M to do multiple exposures, and the next thing we're gonna do is get some shutter speed there. So we're gonna put any shutter speed, any dial over here, except for AEF or RBL. So in any of the speeds over here that is not AEF or RBL would work for us. So just make sure to, alright, we get the speed, we get this thing open, we took the dark slide, we put it on multiple exposure, and next thing, the cracking lever, of course. Put this way, this guy all the way down. Now I've already done it, so I can take photos already, but you go it all the way down to here. Alright, and then just press the shutter release button, and it's well, I may say maybe 4 millimeters. It's not much that you have to push, but alright, you push there. That would give you an indication if you can shoot or not. And then, so you see, it's just that extra little push in there. It's not that deep. And that's it. That's the exposure of done. Now any of those 4 steps, which is rotate the color, or taking out the dark slide, or put it on the multiple exposure, or selecting the speed, or cracking the lever, or even well, the first 4, right? The lever cannot be done until just one time, but any of the other things can be set up at any moment. But you have to be aware of your way of shooting. Like if I'm gonna shoot, I'm gonna make sure to crank this thing up. Obviously I can shoot immediately right now, but just always, before you press this button, make sure that this thing is out, and be aware of this, because sometimes you're carrying the camera and you're like passing it from one hand to another hand, and you're like, oh, I just killed the frame. So when you're gonna moving the camera, that's why this this thing doesn't force you to put it on the red zone. It will be really easy. Just put it on the red zone, and then you can move the camera and you can hold it, and it will not shoot. When you're ready to shoot, put it on the bottom part, and it will stop right there. As we saw before in an earlier video, to put it on the orange zone, you have to press this bottom part right here. So it will not give you any problem to put it on the white or in the red zone. So just put it on the white zone, and then you can start shooting. Obviously, if you have cranked this thing up, and there you go. So now you can feel the camera, how it's shooting, how if it feels heavy, if you can focus. You can work with the velos and everything before you actually put the film here. Because once you have the film here, I mean, you already spent the money to get the film. You're gonna spend money to develop everything, every shot that you pressed your button. And if that shot was something that you didn't want it, then it's a waste of film, and it's a waste of your money. So just make sure to do a little practice like that. And this is the way you do it. You put it on the M, and you can shoot as if you were shooting multiple exposures, while getting all your stuff, while being secure of not wasting your film.